Flagler steps out of conference for another tune-up before the jump into the heat of the PBC schedule. Today, the Lynn Fighting Knights visit Flagler Gym with an experienced, explosive lineup. Saints basketball starts now. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on the PBC Network. From St. Augustine, I'm Dave Linder, along with our producer, Sadie Reese. Let's look at the starting lineups. First, for the Fighting Knights of Lynn University, at a guard, a 5'8 graduate student, number 2, Loie Webb. Also at guard, a 5'4 graduate, number 10, Jada Marone. At forward, a 5'11 sophomore, number 11, Ella Fiore. And at guard, a graduate student, a 5'9 graduate, number 21, Megan Cram. That's the starting lineup for Julia Tucker and the Lynn University Fighting Knights. And now the lineup for the Flagler College Saints and head coach Mo Smith. At a guard, a 5'7 redshirt freshman, number 1, Sarah Pedraza. At guard, a 5'10 sophomore, number 3, Sherelle McCormick. At guard, a 5'4 sophomore, number 5, Taylor Gardner. Also at guard, a 5'5 sophomore, number 4, Becca Benz. And rounding out the starting lineup, at forward, a 5'11 redshirt senior, number 12, Namaya Pierce. Mo Smith in his 4th season guiding the Saints. Flagler sits at 2-8 overall, 2-2 in the PBC. Yes, they've begun conference play, and they started, 0-2, not 2-2. They went on the road at North Georgia and at Young Harris, both losses. Back here for this one against Lynn, then a break for the holidays, one more non-league game at St. Leo in the Tampa area, and then it's back to the PBC for the rest of the way, starting with Columbus State here at home on January 4th. Lynn comes in 8-2 on the season. These teams have met 3 times previously, but not for the last 10 years. Their last meeting was almost nearly exactly 10 years ago, won by Lynn here in St. Augustine, 66-60. Fighting Knights control the opening tip. This is Marone handling. Trying to work it through the post. Ball tapped away, stays with the Knights. And there's a running layup, and the first score of the game, Ella Fiore. Maya Pierce gets the Saints on the scoreboard. This is Fiore, picks up her dribble at the elbow, tries the mid-range jumper. Rebound cleared off by Pierce. Here's Gardner, and she has it tapped away and stolen. Going the other way, the layup is good. And that's Jada Marone. Long pass to McCormick along the baseline. She corrals it, now has the ball in the corner, tries the 3. Marone with another rebound. Knights want to run. Fiore out in front. Gardner bumped her. And a travel call before the foul. Good defense by Taylor Gardner getting back and stopping the transition bucket. Talked to Mo Smith this afternoon. He's concerned with this Lynn program, says they're very well coached, experienced. They can score in transition. They can score in the half court. Should be an excellent test for this team. And Lynn, of course, out of the Sunshine State Conference, a very competitive basketball league. Competitive in nearly every sport. Primarily D2 programs from right here in the state of Florida. And there's Fiore cutting back door. Stolen away from McCormick. No one gave her the heads up, but Pierce gets the takeaway right back the other way, and then she's blocked on her way to the goal by Kennedy Filson. Saints ball under the basket. This is Sarah Pedraza, one of the newcomers for the Saints. Transfer from Santa Fe College in Gainesville by way of Mexico City. That one's short from McCormick, and the ball goes out of bounds, last touch by Lynn. Gardner and Pedraza holding down the point guard duties in lieu of Buse Utku, who suffered a high ankle sprain and has missed some time. They expect her back sometime after the holiday break. Gardner and Pedraza more comfortable in that two-guard role, but they'll share the point responsibilities here in Mo Smith's offense. Fiore, and she traveled again. Couple of turnovers on travels. Our officials today are Lainey Nelms, Gio Insigneris, and Praise Russell. This is Gardner working one-on-one out top, gives it up. Benj with the three, no. The Saints have shot it really well from distance. Standouts including Benj, Pedraza, and Gardner are all shooting better than 40% if I'm not mistaken. I'll double check that in the pile of statistics that SID John Jordan left for me. McCormick rips down the board. Saints want to run. Pedraza pulls it out. Tapped away and now stolen. Nice play by Marone, and she scores and draws the foul. Beautiful play. Defense turned into offense by Jada Marone, the graduate student transfer from Notre Dame College. Not the Notre Dame you may be thinking of. Pedraza picks up the foul. That's her first. This is McCormick. And already out to a 6-point lead here. Gardner needs some help, hands it off to Pedraza. And a foul committed. They're going to get Mariana Clavina with the personal. Speaking of shooting, Flagler is 11th in the nation and first in the PBC in three-point percentage. .39 as a club, and there's a nice-looking shot, and that's Sherelle McCormick. McCormick leading the Saints in scoring at just better than 14 points a game. Another backdoor cut from Lynn, the bucket, and another foul. Chance at a three-point play for Rachel Romich. Romick, I believe it is. So checking in for the Saints is one of the new post players. That's number 32, Maddie Erickson. They're really excited about her. They love her basketball IQ, particularly on the defensive end, and her ability to rebound. Three-point play completed by Romick. And it's 11-4 Lynn. What's interesting as well is the Saints have shot at 11th best in the nation from 3. They've really struggled to shoot it overall. Coach Smith attributes that to just missing a lot of makeable shots. They're getting the kind of shots they want, but the ones in close to the basket haven't fallen. There, Erickson was turned away with good defense from the Fighting Knights. And another dribble drive. They dump it off, and a foul is committed inside as Kostick goes to the line. Lutz Kostick. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2 after this timeout on the PBC Network. And welcome back. Finally dug out that Flagler stat sheet to check the three-point percentages that we were talking about. Gardner at 42.2%, 19 of 45. She leads the team in both attempted threes and made threes. Becca Benj is shooting .458, 11 for 24 from long range. And Pedraza is shooting .455, 15 of 33. So again, all 3 of those key guards shooting in the 40 percentiles or the 40% range and up for the Saints. And that's one of the things that Coach Smith likes to do. He likes to work inside and out and get those open threes. Really, he's a guy who will cater, as most coaches will, cater his offense to his players' skills and strengths. There's Taylor Gardner with a nice take, scoring with the left hand on the drive. The timeout. Flagler looking good. Coach Smith up off the bench, imploring them on the defensive end now. Tough turnaround, and getting deep inside was Clavino. Draza hands off to Gardner. Now to Benj. Long 3 on the way. She didn't hesitate. She dropped right in. Becca Benj. Back the other way, another attack of the basket. And that's Danielle Montalbano. 17-9, Lynn still looking good. Benj again. Closeout comes a little quicker this time. Taylor Gardner gets it at the point. Now Sherrill. Crossover, pull up from about 17. And that's true. Sherrill McCormick, in her sophomore season, averaging 14.1 points a game and just better than 5 rebounds a contest. They need her to play big-time minutes, especially with some of the injury concerns that the Saints have had. They've been really snake-bit over the last few seasons. There's a drive and another basket and the bump. By number 2, Loie Webb. Erickson picks up the foul on Loie Webb, who will step to the line. And that's at least 3 examples of the drive, the foul, and the made bucket so far. There may be 4. Lynn has been very aggressive attacking the hoop in this one. Kaylee Grimm is into the game. This is McCormick with a fadeaway. Excuse me, Carly Grimm, a 6'1 freshman from Ohio. Still getting to know the new players. This is my first game, if you can't tell. My first game of the season. Gardner jogs it into the front court. Amuk Tong is also into the lineup. The post from Jacksonville. And Tong cleaning up the mess inside off the Gardner miss. Saints have been efforting to get bigger and to get more depth with their bigs. Tong is part of that plan, as is Maddie Erickson. Maya Pierce, as big as she plays, as good a rebounder and post player as she is only listed at 5'11", the redshirt senior, one of the only upperclassmen. I think there's one junior on the roster. Yeah, that's Buze Uku, who we will not see today, but that is the point guard of the future for the Saints, or at least the near future, this year and next, presumably. Uku out with a high ankle sprain. Player from Turkey. And this is Grimm hauling down the rebound. Pedraza goes down the right side of the lane. Tough shot off glass, and it won't go. Rebound to Lynn. Montalbano ahead to Romick. Backdoor look underneath the basket. Clavina wisely pulls it out. Long three on the way, and it's there from Romick. An 11-point lead for the Fighting Knights. Sherelle McCormick slicing to the hoop. She's got 6. And that's an offensive foul against Montalbano, pushing off Pedraza. And Pedraza hit the ground hard and is still down. Might have gotten the wind knocked out of her on the contact with Montalbano. Fighting Knights guided by Julia Tucker in her 7th season. Assistant coaches DJ Slifer, Kira Garner, and Daisy Jordan. Julie Tucker was a standout at Eckerd College, 3-year captain there. She's still on the all-time list for assists. She's 9th in assists for the Tritons. 227. There's another bucket from McCormick. Tucker will look to shut her down, I'm sure. So interesting that Tucker back at the Sunshine State Conference, where she played, but with a Eckerd rival here at Lynn University. Corner jumper, no. Rebound Gardner. And she bumps into Fiore, I believe it was, on her way up the court. 24-17. The Saints don't have anyone to inbound the ball to. And now Carly Grimm goes into the backcourt to get the inbounds pass. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. And the Saints will hold for the last shot. And off to McCormick. 6 on the timer. The double team comes. Nearly lost control, nearly throws it away. Now Benj recovers and drops in the mid-range jumper right at halftime. 24-19 after one quarter here on the PBC Network. Welcome back. Start of the second quarter, 24-19. In the first quarter, ended with a great highlight as Becca Benj, the Saints were a little out of system there. Becca Benj corrals the loose ball, drops it in right before the buzzer, and that cuts the Lynn lead to just 5. They led by as many as 11 in that first quarter. The shooting outstanding for both teams. Saints shooting 50% from the floor, 9 of 18, 1 of 3 from long range. And Lynn shooting an outstanding 69% from the floor. They're 1 of 2 from distance. And this is McCormick, has it poked away. Fiore goes to the ground to get it. Now bounce pass ahead. And missing the bunny was Megan Cram. It'll stay with Lynn. Lynn does a good job of pressure defense and then turning those turnovers into quick offense. This one bounced off the back of Pierce on the inbounds play. Kind of a wild sequence there for Jada Marone. And there's a good box out by Pierce. Pierce trying to feed her in the block, and she's bumped from behind by Filson. McCormick, another step back, and she's fouled on the jump shot by Fiore.
Fouls on number 11, Ella Fiore. Making her way to the foul line for the Saints is number 3.
Sherelle McCormick goes to the line, and that's notable because she is shooting outstanding percentage from the line. 34 of 39 this year, 87%. Well, the percentage will go down after this trip. Announcer's jinx. She makes 1 of 2, though, and cuts the lead to 4. Gardner checks back in. Megan Cram goes to the bench. Or, excuse me, Carly Grimm goes to the bench. Still learning my new Saints. Long three, way short, corralled by Pierce. Again, just 5'11", but one of the best rebounders in the Peach Belt Conference over the last 3 seasons. And this one kicked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Saints. Lynn will get a sub into the game. This is Montalbano returning. She'll give Marone a break. Marone might have had some blood. She's being attended by the trainer who's working on her face, so she may have a little bit of bleeding and was asked to step away to get that attended to. Here's Gardner feeding Pierce. Bump from behind. It'll stay with the Saints. 12 on the shot clock. Pedraza hounded on the inbounds play by Montalbano. Picks up the screen from Pierce. Jumper rattles off. And rebound to Clavina. And another travel call. That's at least 3 on the Knights. Officials calling it tight on the walk. Kennedy Filson picked up that turnover. Both teams with 4 turnovers so far. Pretty entertaining game up and down we've gone. The Knights have really shown off that transition game. The Saints have been a little bit more of a half-court discipline type of offense so far. Here's Pierce inside, steps through, dribbles it off her foot. Gardner picks it up. Tough shot off the glass and good. Taylor Gardner. Another attack of the glass, and that was Montalbano again going right by Pedraza with the help of a screen. Now Gardner works off the Pierce screen. Pedraza for 3. Drops it in. Pedraza, Benj, and Gardner shooting with a lot of confidence from outside. Saints trying to cut off those backdoor cuts. Clavina scores inside. Sherelle McCormick did a pretty good job defensively on that possession, but Clavina just outworked her eventually and made a tough shot. Here's Gardner from the mid-range. No. Kayla Hemingway with the board. Here's Loie Webb. Clavina thought about the 3, gives it up to Montalbano. Back to Hemingway. Elbow jumper, no good. Rebound Pedraza. It's going to take it right into traffic. A 1-on-4, and she made it! Pedraza going coast to coast, drawing the foul and scoring the basket.
Sarah makes her way to the foul line. She'll shoot 1.
So she misses the chance at the 3-point play. Hemingway at the point, and a foul committed by Sherelle McCormick. Timeout called. We'll take it 2. You're watching the PBC Network. And welcome back. Take a look at Sarah Pedraza on that last possession. A 1-on-4, and with all the courage in the world, takes it right into the teeth of that defense, scores and draws the foul. And Flagler was within 1 point here at home, 28-27 with 5:58 left to go in the half. This is Hemingway. Awkward shot inside. Good defense by Pierce behind her. And the Saints have a chance to take the lead. Bounce pass for Pierce. Double team comes. Looking to pass out of it. Instead, drives and turns around. Drops it in with the left hand. Maya Pierce, glad to have you back. Maya went out early in the season last season before we even got to conference play. And her presence inside was definitely missed by this Saints program. Marone misses from long range. The ball trickles out of bounds. So Flagler has the lead now, 29-28. First lead of the game for Flagler. Gardner to Pierce, again draws the double. Spinning inside and draws the foul on Hemingway. So Maya Pierce goes to the line.
Fouls on number 32, Hemingway.
So Hemingway will have to take a seat. Checking back in is number 12, Lutz Kostic. Pierce makes one of two. That's about what her average is, a 54% free throw shooter. The Saints, as a group, shoot it at 69% from the charity stripe. 2-point lead for Flagler. Marone into traffic. Euro steps past Pierce and misses inside. Pierce with a good job to avoid contact and comes away with the rebound. Pedraza. Gardner blows by the defense and scores with the left hand. She took Cram right to the rack. Gardner has 6 in the game. McCormick leads the Saints with 9. There's another turnover, poked away and stolen by Gardner. Gardner to Benj. She won't hesitate. Drops it in. Becca Benj. And that's going to get a timeout from Lynn. You're watching PBC basketball. Whatever you want. And welcome back. Watch that last bucket. Becca Benj in transition, knocks down the 3 and prompts the timeout from the Lynn bench. Flagler has opened up its biggest lead of the game, 35-28. After trailing by 11, the Saints have made some adjustments and have gotten right back into this game. In fact, now lead this game. Open three-pointer on the way and good from Romick. Grimm is back into the game. Gardner misses on a two-pointer, and the ball is tapped out. Last touch by Lynn. trying to deny the ball to McCormick, at least on that inbounds play. Gardner working off the screen. 6 to shoot. Gardner goes to work, and a whistle off the ball. And I think this is going to go against Lynn and number 11, Fiore. That is her third personal. And still 3 minutes to play in this first half, so you would think they'd get Fiore. And Fiore's pointing to the scoreboard saying, do I really have 3 fouls? Let's check the official stats. According to the stats, she does have 3 personals. Leaving her in for now. So Gardner has 8 points. Marone working the screen of Fiore. Tough shot off the window. Marone has 6 points. Pierce on the low block, spinning into contact and missed it. Good defense from Kostick. Marone attacking, left hand this time, no, too strong. Pedraza wants to run, gives it up to Gardner on the left wing. She goes baseline and is fouled on the floor. And this one is on Romick. That's her second personal. 10 fouls in the half already for Lynn. The Saints have committed 7. So in the double bonus, the Saints get 2 free throws. Gardner missed them both. Nice post move inside from Kostick. Kostick, another of the graduate students on this roster. They have 5 graduate students on the Lynn roster, so lots of experience. And some of them are transfers in from other schools. In fact, most of them are. Long pass for Montalbano. She looks back inside for Kostick, who missed it. Bonnie gets her own rebound, misses again. Tong doing the defensive work. Here's Tong getting the pass inside. Retrieves her own miss down to McCormick. Floater in the lane is good. Sherrill has 10. Saints have done a good job at cutting off those drives and those backdoor cuts that were so effective for the Fighting Knights. So a 3 this time from Marone, who has been outstanding. She's got 9. Looks like the Saints will hold for the last shot. Leading by a point, they'll put it in McCormick's hands early. 6 seconds. McCormick cut off. Fires it inside to Tong. And right at the buzzer, a couple of buzzer beaters in this first half. And the Saints have a 41-38 lead. We'll step aside for a break and be back with third quarter action stats and that highlight coming up here on the PBC Network. And welcome back. Just about set for the start of the third quarter. Look at some of these stats. Both teams shooting it really well. Flagler at a 53% clip, 50% for the Fighting Knights. The difference in turnovers, Flagler committed some early, but they really got that nailed down and then forced. Actually, it should be 5 turnovers for Lynn. That is inaccurate. So pretty good ball security on both sides through a half, and Flagler came back from an 11-point deficit to own a 3-point lead, including this play in transition with the Saints looking at the end of the second quarter. It was Becca Benj, I believe that was, who knocked down the shot. And Flagler has come back to lead this one by 3 as we get ready for the third quarter. Glad to have you with us here on the PBC Network. Dave Wenda along with Sadie Reese. And this will be our last broadcast for 2022, if I'm not mistaken. The Saints women visit St. Leo after Christmas on December 29th. And then they're back here for PBC play on the 4th against Columbus State. So that'll be our next broadcast from here in St. Augustine. And we'll let you know what the men are up to as well. The men have played on the road for the majority of their non-conference slate. But we'll see a lot more of them in the new year as well. So Lynn in the blue moving right to left. Saints in the home whites. And the game clock did not start, so now we'll reset. Heads up on the officials. Laney Nelms, Gio Insignoris, and Praise Russell are the officials. And now we're ready. Marone, long three-pointer. Rebound off to Sherelle McCormick. Saints want to run. They give it up to Benj. Sharpshooter fires again, this time too strong. Battle for the rebound. And it's controlled by the Fighting Knights. They'll pass ahead to Fiore, who's blocked at the rim by Sherelle McCormick. Great defense by the sophomore from Fort Lauderdale. And he gives the ball back to the Saints. Draza cut off. Gives it back to Benj. Trying to feed Nemaya on the block, and a long three-pointer from Gardner is off target. Lynn comes in 8-2 on the season. The Saints are 2-8, including an 0-2 mark in the PBC. They've already gone on the road and played at North Georgia and Young Harris. And there's a whistle and a foul. Getting into Fiore, and she scores and draws the foul from McCormick, who got beat defensively.
And she was fouled. Fouled by Sherelle McCormick.
So that sends Fiore to the line to try to complete the three-point play.
For the Knights, she'll shoot one.
Coach Smith said Sherelle's biggest improvement from last season to this has been her defense. They need her to log extended minutes and not only be the offensive threat she is, but be solid defensively as well. And that's something that Coach Smith and his staff have been working on consistency, like the consistently good three-point shooting from Taylor Gardner. Saints up again by 3. Coach Smith talking about consistency of effort, consistency of system, although they've had to adjust the system based on who's been able to play, who's been available because of health, and incorporating the newcomers like Pedraza, Maddie Erickson, and Uku into the lineup. Now some extended pressure from Lynn. Saints handle it pretty well, and then the pass tossed out of bounds. And no touch by Lynn, so it's a turnover for Flagler. Small but vocal crowd here at Flagler Gym. Saints want to run. Pedraza out in transition. Now pulls it out, gives it to Ben. She's open for a minute. Air ball. Ben's holding on her shorts. She looks winded at this moment and certainly didn't get the legs underneath that shot. This one goes inside, another bucket and the bump. This time it's Megan Cram finishing, and I think it was McCormick with another foul. So that's 2 quick ones on Sherrill and 3 overall, and McCormick, the leading scorer for the Saints, will have to go to the bench with the 3 fouls.
Megan Cram to the foul line for the Knights. She'll shoot 1.
So Cram completes the 3-point play, and we're all tied at 44. Gardner and Pedraza trying to negotiate this extended defense. Gardner gets it across the midcourt stripe. She's double teamed, nearly throws it away, tipped out of bounds by Marone. It'll stay with the Saints. Pedraza will trigger from the baseline. Goes it to Pierce. Double team. Passes right out of it. And scores. Carly Grimm on the receiving end of the assist from Maya Pierce. Marone goes right by her defender. Too strong. Another rebound for Pierce. Pedraza wants to run. Hits Benj. Benj. Three-pointer. No. That one was short. And a foul, I believe this will go against Loie Webb, number 2, over the back on the rebound. So that'll get a sub or a couple of them off the bench. Kostick is back in for the Fighting Knights. So is Romick. It was Filson they got on the foul. Grimm gives it up. This is Gardner. Hand off to Pedraza. Backing her way down. Tough turnaround in the lane. Pedraza has 7. Saints back up by 4. Dump it down to Fiore. He's playing with 3 fouls, and her turnaround is good. Excuse me, they have corrected the scorebook, and Fiore only has 2. She was complaining about that in the first half when she looked up on the scoreboard, and it had her pegged for 3 fouls. There's Maya Pierce left open, and a mid-range jumper, which has been something she's been working on in the last couple of years. And we see the improvement from all that, particularly off-season work that Maya Pierce has put in. Of course, having to come back from the injury, she's not 100% from the injury she sustained about a year ago. And Coach Smith said, that's not just the physical rehabilitation. There's also a mental healing that has to go on with that, and where you get your confidence back mentally and you're ready to play and compete at the level you were at before the injury. Nice passing, opens it wide open for Maya Pierce. I think everyone touched it on that possession. You couldn't draw it up any better. Wow. And the lead is 6. Dump off to Fiore, she scores. Well, that backdoor cut was really effective for the Fighting Knights in the first quarter, and then the Saints made some adjustments and were able to kind of cut off that flow of easy baskets that was going on. Gardner for Pedraza, straightaway three is good. Saints are 11th in the nation at shooting it from long distance, and you see why there. Sarah Pedraza into double figures. Fiore, nice fake, gets her defender in the air, steps through, and knocks down the jumper. Gardner on the baseline, picks up her dribble, gives it back to Pedraza, passed on the shot. Gardner, double team, tries to hand it off to Pierce, and it was tapped away and stolen. Here's Fiore at the other end. Another run-out basket for the Fighting Knights. Still a 3-point Flagler lead. Grimm picks up her dribble. And gives it off to Gardner. Saints have been going fairly deep into the shot clock on their half-court possessions, and this one will stay with the Saints. Shot clock resets to 20 as Loie Webb checks back in. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one, too. Saints with a 3-point lead, 55-52. And welcome back, 55-52 Saints. And watch the passing on this play, breaking the defensive pressure, and it results in an easy bucket for Maya Pierce. Great unselfish basketball, and way to spread the floor as well to get that defense opened up. Saints have looked good against a formidable opponent. Pedraza, 5-second call. Could not get that in. That'll drive you crazy as a coach. Out of a timeout, not being able to inbound the ball and turning it right back over. Fiore lost it. Pass was too tall. Pedraza comes away with the loose ball. Gives it up to Gardner. Stops, pops, no. Grimm wisely held up and avoided the foul, but here they're in transition again. And Romick passed on the shot. She gets it out to Fiore for an open three. We're tied at 55. Maddie Erickson did a good job getting back defensively, but didn't have a lot of help. And it resulted in the open three for Fiore. Here's Gardner going to her left, picks up her dribble to Pedraza. 10 to shoot. Pull up at the elbow, drops it in. Open in the corner. Fiore drives right by Pierce. Offensive rebound. Marone for three, in and out. Pedraza needs some help. That one's kicked out of bounds. Checking back in is Mariana Clavina, number 1. Another graduate student transfer from University of San Francisco. The Knights have players who have previously played at San Francisco, Canterbury, Radford, UMBC, Notre Dame College, New Hampshire, another San Francisco product, Assumption, and Colorado State. So a lot of college transfers, including several D1 transfers, on this Fighting Knights roster, and many of them are graduate students, so they have at least 4 years or 3 years of playing experience. Of course, the transfer portal is becoming a big story in all of college sports. We see it here at the D2 level. Players and programs trying to find the right fit, and there's a lot more player movement in the last couple of years. Inbound, it comes to Grimm. Their shot is no good, and it's a shot clock violation. You put Carly Grimm in a tough spot there with just 3 ticks on the clock. And her air ball ends the shot clock. As we tick towards 1 minute to go in the third quarter, Saints clinging to a 2-point lead. Marone. Romick gives it up. Marone for three. No. Long rebound to Fiore. Fresh 20 on the shot clock. Wide open as Romick. Her three is short. Grimm comes away with it, and she travels. She was double teamed and shuffled the feet, apparently. So Lynn will get the ball back. 35 seconds on the third quarter game clock, 30 seconds on the shot clock, and they're off the inbounds play. Nicely done by Loie Webb. Tying the game at 57. Gardner looks spent. She's got hands on her hips. One hand on her hip as she dribbles the basketball with the other. Gardner has played 28 minutes. Gardner, tough shot, and that'll do it. So a hard-fought third quarter, and we are tied, headed to the fourth. 57-57 from St. Augustine. You're watching Saints basketball on the PBC Network. And welcome back to the Ancient City. Flagler fans, if you want to support all Flagler athletic teams, join the Saints Club. Visit flaglerathletics.com and click on the Saints Club link for details. We'd like to thank some of the sponsors of Flagler Athletics. Vested Metals. We are a customer-centric and solution-based metal supplier. UBS Financial. Pursue what matters most to you for today, tomorrow, and generations to come. And Sniffen & Spellman, PA, a full-service law firm representing clients statewide. Lynn basketball to start this final quarter. Saints led it at the half, 41-38. After trailing by as many as 11 in the first half. This one poked away from Fiore, stolen by Pedraza. Benj hits Gardner coming off the screen. Now Sherelle McCormick back into the game with those 3 fouls. Takes it right at the 10, missed it, short. Chloe Webb open for 3. Short. Gardner with the board. Gardner attacking, lays up and in. He went right by Maltabano. 6 to shoot for the Fighting Knights. And that one's way short from Clavina. Looking for Gardner in transition. That was a nifty pass by Pedraza, but it was sniffed out by the Lynn defense and poked away. Ball stays with the Saints. Sherrill bumped, and the whistle, and I believe a foul will be coming against Clavina. That will be her second. McCormick working on Fiore. Gardner knocks down a 3. Fiore drives and lays it in.
Basket is good by number 11, Ella Fiore.
3-point Flagler advantage. Pedraza. She is fouled on her way to the hoop. Gives us a chance to thank some more of the sponsors of Flagler Athletics. The McLeod Firm, Florida personal injury attorneys you can depend on. Taylor and Waldrop, St. Augustine lawyers backed by experience. Sunshine Realty for all of your real estate needs. Stellar Group, taking solutions further. St. John's Family Funeral Home and Crematory, services unique as life. Pedraza at the line. Got another one coming. Pedraza, just a 59% free throw shooter. Missed that one, but McCormick tracked down the board, and then Gardner missed a long 3. Saints up by 4. They leave Fiore wide open, and she passes on the shot. Now the defender gets there, and she takes it. Petrassa trying to feed Maya. Here's Pierce working. Nice post move. Just missed it. She got an open look with that nice drop step. And then fed into the middle and stolen away by Pierce. Pierce needing some help. Gardner, turnaround, no, long rebound to Romick. That one stolen away by Sherrill. Here comes the defender Romick, and she doesn't get there in time, and a timeout called by Flagler. The Saints have opened up a 6-point lead, and the Saints will call timeout and try to set things up for the final 6 minutes of regulation. And welcome back. Take a look at that last play. Sherrill McCormick reading the passer, stepping in front, somehow keeping it in bounds, and then the nice finish under duress. And the Saints have opened up a 6-point lead. The largest lead today has been 7. It was actually the Saints that called that timeout after the made bucket. I like when a coach does that. He sees good things and he wants to reinforce it and then get things set up for the subsequent possessions. The Saints lead it here by 6. They have 2 timeouts remaining. The Knights have 3. Pierce traveled. Tough pass inside, nearly stolen away. Into the hands of Marone. Gives it up. Wide open Romick for 3. Offensive rebound. A couple of Knights were there. It was Cram who came away with it. Fiore bounces it in. A rare shot from Filson. And then this one tapped out of bounds. And it will be Saints basketball. And it's immediate timeout. 65-59. Flagler with the lead here on the PBC Network. And we're back. Sorry, we've had some scoreboard issues, and at least having the scoreboard sync up to our streaming. It is 65-59, and now it looks like we have it corrected. And McCormick is bumped on her way to the rack. Just the third team foul, so a non-shooting foul. Or will it be? Well, McCormick is at the line. I thought she was bumped well before she took the shot, but the Saints will take it.
Sherrill will shoot 2.
She makes 1 of 2. 66-59. Down low it goes to Hemingway. Hemingway, a wild shot. Lots of Saints defenders, and it's going to stay here with the Knights. Gardner back out to Pedraza. 3 on the way. Rebound Fiore. Lynn had numbers there just for a moment. A 3-on-2 kind of look. Pedraza has the ball stripped away from her by Hemingway. Lots of contact. And then going to the rack and missing wildly was Cram, and Pedraza is fouled by Fiore. And that will be 3 on Fiore. Transfer from the University of New Hampshire out of Narragansett, Rhode Island. Thoughts about the women's next broadcast will be here on January 4th against PBC foe Columbus State. The men go on the road to the Tampa Classic. They'll play Eckerd, which is always tough, and then Tampa on Saturday and Sunday of this week. And then they get a break all the way until the 4th as well. So we'll have a doubleheader here on the 4th. Women and then the men. Starting at 5:30 in the new year. The Saints took the dead ball opportunity to take an unofficial type timeout. They cuddled together at their bench, and there's Sherrill McCormick. Lynn wasn't crazy about that. And now it's 68-59, a 9-point lead, biggest of the game for the Saints after the bucket from McCormick. Pierce bodying up Hemingway, and Hemingway is able to draw the foul.
Fouls on number 12, Maya Pierce.
That's 2 on Maya.
Foul for the Knights is number 32, Michaela Hemingway.
Hemingway goes to the line. First one is up and good. I'd like to thank the St. Augustine Record covering the ancient city in St. Johns County since 1894. St. Augustine Marina for all your boating and fishing needs. And Spartan Orthopedic Institute, sports medicine and robotic surgery. 1 of 2 for Hemingway, and a good board from the Saints boxing out. It's an 8-point advantage. Benj, no hesitation, and she dropped it in! Fiore right back the other way, and she missed inside. And then a whistle, and I think an offensive foul is going to be called here, or perhaps Fiore, I think, stepped on the line, retrieving her own miss. Saints by 11. Now the pressure comes from Lynn. Saints have done a good job breaking this pressure. They go through the middle. Sherrill nearly traveled with it, bounced it off her foot and out of bounds. The Saints are pleading that it was off of a Lynn player. You don't see Mo get that animated about a call unless he feels pretty confident it was a missed one. 2:38 to go. Saints looking to hold on and pick up their third win, and it'll be a signature win, and that is an offensive foul. Way to hang in there, Sherrill McCormick. And it's on Fiore. (71-60). 2.5 minutes to go. Saints need to be careful with the basketball and certainly bleed some clock when they get it into the half court. They don't need any quick shots now. Clock is their friend, and they can use most of the shot clock in each possession here, and even without scoring, put themselves in a great position to win this ball game. One they trailed by 11 earlier, and there's a shot and a foul! Pedraza, unbelievable! But the shot clock running down to boot. The foul is on Romick.
Sarah Pedraza steps to the foul line. She'll shoot one.
It's a 13-point advantage. 2 minutes to go. Hemingway wisely gets it out of her hands, coming up the court. And there's a foul, and that's one way to chip away at it. Rachel Romick with the hoop and the foul, and she can cut further into this lead with this free throw.
Shoot one.
Let's get that ready for at least either the next whistle or at the end.
Rebound comes right back out to Romick. Her three rattles around and out. Sherrill is fouled, and she'll go to the line. Oh, and now Sherrill looks like she's holding her right leg. Gets up gingerly, and she's making her way to the line, so hopefully Sherrill's okay.
Making her way to the foul line for the Saints.
Can you show it in between free throws?
She'll
Let's do that.
shoot two.
So McCormick at the line to shoot two. Saints up by 11, and a huge hoop just moments ago. Pedraza working off the screen and then working solo. Drives with the shot clock winding down and makes the shot and draws the foul. McCormick drops it in to make it a 13-point lead. 75-62, 90 seconds to play. Hemingway, probably not her shot from way outside. The rebound comes back to her. She tries it again. And now Marone scores inside, and she draws the foul.
By number 10, Jada Marone. And she was fouled by Sarah Pedraza.
So Pedraza picks up her third foul. Marone goes to the line, looking for her 12th point of the game. This one not quite salted away. It's an 11-point lead, 1:17 to go. Now 10. Crazier things have happened. Saints need to be solid with the ball. Get it in, take a timeout if you need to. And I think they did call timeout from the bench. And wisely taken, we'll keep it right here. And thanks some more of the sponsors of Flagler Athletics. Spartan Orthopedic Institute, Sports Medicine, and Robotic Surgery. Sonny's, local pitmaster since '68. We don't just serve barbecue, we are barbecue. St. Augustine Inn, Flagler College Athletics official hotel. Salt Life, eat, drink, and be salty. Ray's Tire and Service for all your heavy-duty and commercial vehicle needs. Holmes and Brackle Business Interiors, make space for more. PIP Printing, achieve your marketing goal. And Pink Stork, the wellness brand for women.
Hey, do you have one play for the final for the rollout? You have what? Okay, for who was it? Okay, cool.
Saints get it in out of the timeout. Pedraza has it. Expect Lynn to foul in this situation. They're playing for the steal, and they get it. Marone comes away with it. Drops it off to Cram. And now Sherrill has it out in front of everybody. She attacks and lays it up and in. Lead back to 10. Under a minute to play. Marone bumps, and she'll go to the line now. Pedraza goes down in a heap. Saints could ill afford injuries, especially to their point guard, Sarah Pedraza.
Stepping to the foul line for the Fighting Knights is number 10.
Marone goes back to the line. She's got 12 points. Fiore leads the way with 20 for the Knights. McCormick also with the game-high 20 on the other side. Pedraza with 15. Benj with 11. 16 for Tay Gardner. That one rims off, but the rebound comes off to Lynn and Romick. Hemingway back to Marone. She drives and scores. Quick timeout. And it's called by Flagler. So that is the last Flagler timeout. Leading by 7 with 45 seconds to go. And we'll keep it right here. So again, Flagler's upcoming schedule, they're going to get a break for 14 days and then play at St. Leo on December 29th. And then go back into PBC play January 4th here at home against Columbus State. Then out on the road for 2 at Aiken and at Georgia Southwestern before returning home on the 14th and 18th against Young Harris and North Georgia. Those are the teams they played already. They lost to North Georgia 72-46. A little closer at Young Harris, a 63-51 loss. And as we mentioned, the men will play in the Tampa tournament this weekend, and then they're off until the 4th. So a nice long break, and at least for the women's program, Mo Smith hoping to get healthy. Duza Utku, who they expect to be their normal starting point guard, as Pedraza and Gardner both more comfortable in the two-guard position, has missed a number of games with a high ankle sprain. They hope she can be back sometime after this break. And then Lainey Noreka suffered an injury, and her status is not yet determined. So stepping to the line, I think, will be Pedraza.
Making her way to the foul line for the Saints is number 1, Sarah Pedraza.
Pedraza is just 1 of 4 on free throws today. Again, a 59% shooter coming in. And drops in the first one calmly. That's a big one. Both are good. And a timeout taken by Lynn. We'll keep it here. 40 seconds to go. Saints by 9. So it's a 3-possession game with 40 ticks on the clock. Got a chance to thank more of our sponsors here. 123 Burger House, Grillin' and Chillin'. Northeast Florida Regional Airport, the smart choice for all your travel needs. Noah Bailey Group, proud sponsor of Flagler Athletics. Maury Law Firm, proud supporter of Flagler Athletics. Jersey Mike Subs, a sub above. Hybrid Design, Advertising, Graphic Design, Marketing. Hero Florida, your partner for the complete equipment lifestyle. Flagler Hospital, excellence as a way of life. And Fish Bites, set the hook. So let's reset this. The Saints have no timeouts. Lynn has 2 remaining. Flagler has committed 4 team fouls. Lynn has committed 5. So the Saints are in the bonus. This is Marone going right at Pedraza. Missed. Pierce with the rebound, and she'll be fouled by Cramp. So it'll turn into a bit of a free throw shooting contest here for the Saints. Free throw and D to close this one out.
Stepping to the foul line for the Saints is number 12, Nehemiah Pierce.
Saints previously won at Florida Tech, although they also lost a game here to Florida Tech just about a week later. They've also defeated Emory and Henry and are on the verge of beating an opponent from the Sunshine State Conference. Timeout taken. Again, we'll keep it here now. 31.4 seconds to go. And another opportunity for us to thank our sponsors. Flagler Hospital, excellence as a way of life. Evans Automotive, quality work at a fair price. Coldwell Banker, Premier Realty, fulfilling the dream of home since 1906. Capital Financial Strategies, a full-service financial company serving North Florida and South Georgia. Pizzali's Chianti Room for the true Italian food connoisseur. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. South State Bank, welcome to banking forward. Carrabba's, so close you can taste it. Carmelo's, delivering old world quality. Birchall & Company, find your home today. Atlantic Dodge, proud supporter of Flagler Athletics. Ameris Bank, savings for the expected or unexpected. Bailey Group, no matter where you want to go, we'll help you get there. A.D. Davis Construction, builders, developers, and contractors. Academy Bus, we know the way, and Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood. Remember, if you want to follow all Florida Flagler athletic teams, go to flaglerathletics.com, and you can join the Saints Club by clicking on the Saints Club link for details. Well, the leading scores, it's been an entertaining game. 20 points for Fiore, 15 for Ramon, and 12 for Romick. And for the Saints, they're led by Sherelle McCormick, 20 points on 8 of 12 shooting. She's 4 of 6 from the line, has 3 assists, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals. Sarah Pedraza has 17 points on 6 of 9 shooting. She's 2 of 3 from long range, now 3 of 6 from the free throw line. 3 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. Taylor Gardner has 16 points on 6 of 15 shooting. Benj with 11, and Nehemiah Pierce has 10. So 5 Saints in double figures. And it's an 80-70 lead against a good team, an 8-2 Lynn squad. Expected to do some damage in the Sunshine State Conference. Marone, not fouled. And then she comes back in, and Maya Pierce was either fouled by Marone or Romick. A few more seconds off the clock. And at a certain point, you would think head coach Julia Tucker will call off the fouling. Down 10 with 25 seconds to go. Maya Pierce at the line, looking to add to those 10 points. She also has a gaudy 15 rebounds. This is from a player listed at 5'11". But we've said it for 3 seasons. We've seen her play. She is relentless on the boards and one of the best rebounders in the PBC. Maya makes them both. The lead is 12. One more timeout. We'll take you to, you're watching Saints basketball on the PBC Network. And welcome back. 25 seconds to go. Lynn basketball. Trailing by 12. Lynn enjoyed an 11-point lead early on in this one, but the Saints battled back, made some defensive adjustments, started hitting their shots, and have played solidly throughout this second half. A whistle underneath, and it is another foul called. I'm not sure that was intentional. I think it was more just battling for the rebound, competitiveness. That's on Romick.
Stepping to the foul line for the Saints is number 12, Amaya Pierce.
Pierce back at the line. Pierce is 4 of 6 on free throws today. And that percentage continues to go up. Makes them both. Solid effort from Pierce, Pedraza, McCormick, Benj, Taylor Gardner, 11 seconds to go. Fiore takes the 3, no, another rebound from Pierce, and no fouls. Saints will dribble this one out and win it 84-70. 5 Flagler players in double figures led by Sherelle McCormick. And we'll take a look at one of the highlights. This is Taylor Gardner knocking down a key 3 late in the game. And the Saints go on to win it 84-70. Well, for our outstanding producer, Sadie Reeves, who just graduated, congratulations. I'm Dave Wenda. Great having you with us here on the PBC Network. We'll see you again on January 4th. Good night, everyone.